Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 29 of albums that are 30 years old in 2023. Can you believe we're just about done with the month? Seems like we just started doing this like 5 days ago, and now we're already nearing the end of our look back at 1993. We've got 31 days in March. We have picked out our 31 favorite albums that are celebrating their 30th anniversaries or 30th birthdays here this year in 2023, including this one, which is a pretty easy pick for me. It had to be on this list. I really like this band and this album quite a bit. It's their fourth release. The band is from the UK. It was originally released in 1993 on Tough Records. I'm talking about The Window of Life from Pendragon. If you're someone who's never listened to Pendragon and you kind of like prog rock, especially melodic prog rock with great hooks and loads of great guitar playing and keyboards and catchy songs, but kind of lengthy songs, this is where you need to look into right here. So they've got a whole bunch of albums to their credit. Still a band that records and releases things to this date. But they go all the way back, obviously, into the 80s. They were part of that kind of second wave of British progressive rock alongside Marillion and IQ and 12th Night and Palace. Pendragon, were one of those. Like I said, this is their fourth album. This features the lineup of Nick Barrett on vocals and guitars. He also co-produced the album. Clive Nolan. Yes, that Clive Nolan, who also is a member of Arena on keyboards. Peter G on bass, and Fudge Smith on drums. Like I said, this came out on Tough Records. It's seen numerous reissues over the years, but that was the original label. In fact, my version here is Tough Records, but also distributed by SPV Records. So we've got 6 tracks on this album, just about 55 minutes in length, right? Just under an hour. Killer stuff, great artwork. I mean, look at that. Just wonderful, wonderful artwork on most of these Pendragon albums. Now, this one sits between what are arguably two of the other strong albums in their catalog. I think this is one of them. The World came out a couple years before it, and the Masquerade Overture came out a couple years after it. To me, the Masquerade Overture is the Pendragon album, or at least most of the time I think that. I don't want to say too much here because I am doing an album ranking in the not-too-distant future on these guys, but this is right up there as well. The Window of Life is a terrific, terrific album, and I think that trio of albums, The World, The Window of Life, and Masquerade Overture, arguably their best albums. These are just really, really great melodic prog rock albums. Most people come to the music of Pendragon because the allure of the guitar playing of Nick Barrett is so good, and the keyboards of Clive Nolan are so good. I mean, Nick, his style, if you like Andrew Latimer from Camel, Steve Hackett from Genesis, a guy named David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, and certainly Stephen Rothery from Marillion. That's kind of the style you get here. These kind of like soaring, searing, really, really melodic lead guitar solos. Same thing with Clive Nolan's keyboards. They're big, they're symphonic, they're, great sounding stuff. Nick's vocals are wonderful too. He really doesn't remind me too much of anybody else. Maybe if you put like Fish and John Anderson together, sort of like that, but not. He's got a very distinct style. It's kind of higher register, but it's very British sounding, and he kind of has his own sound. But there's some great tracks on here. The Walls of Babylon, which is the kickoff track, just under 11 minutes. Breathtaking stuff. The vocal harmonies are great. The guitar playing is just off the charts. There's some great guitar solos on this song, and it never gets boring at 10 minutes plus. Just really, really good stuff. Ghosts is also wonderful. Again, another lengthy track, 8 minutes and change. Got some good riffing in that one too, right? There's some stuff on here that's a bit rockin', which is kind of nice. There's some stuff that's a little more dreamy and melodic. Breaking the Spell, another really good track. 9 minutes and change. Then you got the big epic right in the middle, The Last Man on Earth, which is just under 15 minutes long. Another standout track. For me, probably the last two songs are the weakest. Nostradamus, Stargazing, is like 8 minutes and change. Yeah, almost half of it's taken up by some cool kind of like atmospheric, ethereal guitar playing in keys, and then it picks up steam a little bit. But it's not one of the better tracks. And then Am I Really Losing You is the final track, and that's just under 5 minutes long. That's good. It's kind of mellow, but it's good, melodic. But for me, the first 4 songs are absolutely stellar. Top shelf Pendragon, so you really can't go wrong at all. Like I said, this is just a terrific album, and again, the artwork is most of their albums have really cool. Let me just take it out of the jewel case so you can see a little bit better. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? Good stuff. Do we have any pictures of the band in here? I don't think so. They generally don't usually have pictures themselves, but yeah, this is a pretty cool album. I think I made a mistake. Nostradamus Stargate is 6 and change, not 8 and change. Everything else I was pretty close on the times and stuff. So anyway, this is a good one. One of the great British progressive rock bands of the last 40 years or so. Maybe don't get enough credit. They're one of those bands that I think always should have been a little bit bigger than they are. Marillion obviously was the band that got the most notoriety and has had the most success out of those 80s British prog bands. But I'd argue that Pendragon and certainly IQ have made music just as good as Marillion has over the years when you look at their whole catalogs, right? So if you haven't listened to Pendragon, this is a great place to start. The Window of Life. That's my pick for today, day 29. Only got 2 left, guys. So stay tuned. Both tomorrow and Friday, we'll finish up the month from 1993. I'll give you my honorable mentions, a separate episode. Then we'll start off with the riff guys, starting on Saturday each and every day in April. So remember, that's what we're doing. My favorite 30 guitar riff masters of all time. In each episode, I will be giving you my 3 favorite riffs from each of those players. So that's what we're doing each and every day. So get your list going if you haven't started them already. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations as well as our merch page down there in the video description. So let us know what you think of Pendragon. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. Come back. Let us know what you think of the album. But more importantly, list your pick for today, day 29. And we'll see you tomorrow morning with another one. But don't touch that dial. We got some new album reviews coming up for you today. I should have 3 of them for you at least. Maybe you'll get 4. Maybe we'll get lucky. I'll squeeze 4 in. So if you may see 1 or 2 later in the day. I've got 2 for you already in the morning. So we'll see how all that goes. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo. See you real soon here with more stuff. Bye-bye.